Okay, good morning everybody. Here I am with this crazy maniac Asher and then my precious Shaq. And we just got back for a 1.5 mile walk, you guys. I tell you, Shaq's never gonna die, hopefully. But she's got to get her stitches out tomorrow on her back left leg, which today she actually used to even jump up off the car. So it's incredible. And I do want to give a shout out too to the fact that I use so many products. Like I've actually been using cannabis way more than usual. The dog version from Canadog from Seattle, because it's a good version. And I've been, just a minute, Ashy, and I'm gonna get you a goodie too, Shaq. But anyway, yeah, it's all right, just a minute, Ashy. I'm not gonna throw this for him much because we got a show coming up and he just gets it's a lot of holes out here and so many things that, hold on, okay, just a minute, but let me move the charms. Just a minute. Okay, ready, Ashy? And then Shaggy, I'll get you something too. Ready, Ash? I'm gonna do it real far if I can. So the video's gonna get shaky in a minute, guys. Oh, that wasn't very far. Okay, Shaggy, here we go. Something for Shaq. Anyway, you guys, look at her. She's crazy. 14.5 years old, multiple freaking fights, and still going so strong. And again, you know, in a way, it's like something that you think, well, too bad humans can't be like that, fight and then be best friends, you know, fight super hard, then get it over with. But the thing is, the fights just break my heart still every time. And I really do believe, because some people listening to this might think, wow, what a bunch of idiots. But yeah, we could stop it down, I suppose, if they lived in crates all the time and, you know, super rigid. Maybe we would have had 1 or 2 less fights. But with this many dogs and this kind of breed, it's just all about the arousal is what we've noticed. The second, and again, this is the only time Shaq was well, no, maybe the other time when we don't know what happened with her and Willow behind the shed, and that led to a serious operation, which could have been a lot less serious if it wasn't for the dumb vet who said there was a hole in her lung, and then there wasn't, and they went all the way exploring. But anyway, the other fights, she wasn't any innocent victim. That was there's only been 3, and that was the time Al threw the food down for them. So again, this time was the only time she was just a pure innocent victim, and we honestly think she just slipped, and it just, the scurry and the commotion just causes Asher to immediately lash out. It's like when he sees a deer or anything, and then she probably snapped back at him, even as decrepitly old as she is, and then he didn't like that. Back. No, give me that, Asher. Anyway, so I just want to tell you guys, she's doing great and she's thriving. All right, Ashley, I'm gonna give everybody a goodie. And she just went on I wanted to also talk a little bit about the fact that Shaq just went on a 1.5 miles of off-terrain walk with huge hills. Asher pulled her a little bit near the end up the hill, but mostly she did it all by herself. And people are always asking me, how do you get the dog so muscled, and do you do treadmills and all that? And the answer is absolutely not. It's all pure exercise, natural. But I believe one of the best things you can do is the uneven terrain. I mean, here you risk, because there's huge holes here. With the ball throwing, you do risk some twists and turns, but again, knock wood, in 7.5 years, this dog right here has remained injury-free. And Shaq actually too. And Shaq was, the other thing is, there are some that I call the natural hard bodies, and Shaq was one of those. All right, one more time, Ashley. One more time for Ashley. Wait a minute, Shaq. Ready, Ashley? Go get it. Anyway, yeah, I hate doing it right there in the middle of all the holes. But yeah, Shaq is a natural hard body too. And Daisy, she's one of our most fit dogs. You can see by the way she jumps and she races so fast and does fast cat, but she's just a little bit softer. And also I think part of that is, like I pointed out, still having 10 puppies out of that small little machine. So anyway, yeah, just natural exercise is the best. Uneven terrain, I think it really works the muscles well. And this leg of Shaq's was dragging really bad after the fights and the surgery, which was, I guess the surgery was a week ago Tuesday. And look at her, she's right back to it, aren't you, Shaq? All right, there you go.